Hello everybody and welcome back to Game 2 of the Infernal Donglords vs Splendid Gaming AD2L League game. Season 3 as well.
10 seconds
So in the first game, if you didn't manage to catch that one, Infernal Donglords took a huge stompy victory. With some really nice early aggression there from
reserve time.
A nice tri-lane on tri-lane, but it just really did not work out for Splendid. Their farm was really low, and unfortunately they just couldn't really pull it off. So Infernal Donglords are going to ban out the Invoker. It seems that Invoker is a problem for them. They banned him out last time as well, really not wanting to deal with him. And I cannot blame them. Quaswise Invoker, not nice in the slightest.
10 seconds to go.
And the second ban out from Splendid Gaming, they're actually going for the same bans as last time. Maybe it's respect bans, I'm not entirely sure, but that is a Nature's Prophet ban. And Splendid Gaming, looking into the future, it's going to be a Death Prophet ban. I'm just expecting it. I'm not really sure, but that was what it was last game, and we shall see what happens in this one.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Okay, still waiting on the second ban here from Infernal here. I'm not really sure what they should go for. It's kind of difficult to see where Splendid Gaming's strengths lay last game, because they didn't really, in a game like that, they didn't really have any strengths, unfortunately. Didn't really get to see where they shine, which is unfortunate. But hey ho, it happens. And they're actually going to ban out the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's seen a lot of play recently in the pro scene and in the semi-pro scene as well. He's been very, very strong since he was added to Captain's Mod, and I'm not surprised. They're going to ban out that Morana. I decided that Morana in the last game was a little bit too much to deal with. The arrows weren't the greatest arrows I've ever seen, but they were definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. The hitbox on the arrows, I think, needs nerfed big time, because it's far too easy to hit them. It should be a skill. It should be more of a skill shot, more like a pudge hook or something like that, or even a clockwork hook. Either one. Yes.
10 seconds.
So
to go.
first pick coming out from Infernal. It'll be interesting to see if they go for the same sort of early aggression as they did in the last game. And if they did, then Splendid Gaming know how to draft against that, or they should do anyway. Pick out some good anti-pushers like Venno. Venno's good on either side. We're going to pick up Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition has seen a huge amount of play recently, of course, because of the buff to Chilling Touch. It's a lot better now than it used to be. I can't remember the exact change that was made to it in 6.8 was. Yep. But it is very, very good. I think it was damage. I think it was the scaling was reworked or something like that, but it worked out pretty nicely. Of course, if you can get any lockdown stun, it works in pretty well with a Faceless Void as well, so to be a little bit careful of that. So I'm going to go for a Nyx Assassin again. Seems that's probably a favourite of theirs. And they're going to go for a Slark actually. Infernal picked a Slark in the first game, so we're going to have to be a little bit more. They're going to go try and see if they can do the same thing with the Slark. Slark again, very, very popular in the current meta. He's great. He's not traditional sort of farming heroes. He's great at roaming, but you don't really want him in a one position if you're going to go late anyway. Shadow Fiend pick up here from Infernal. That was going to be a pretty nice pick. We really need it as someone like Invoker.
10
Invoker deal with Shadow
go.
Fiend, really. Sniper might be a good choice in mid, but he will melt to the Ancient Apparition ult if they are on target. Sniper Bid is pretty legit. He seems to be getting a lot more play recently than he was in the past. Not on a one roll, obviously, because he's far too squishy for that. He can't really do that. But I think it was Arteezy uses Blink Dagger on Mask of Madness on Sniper, and that seems to work pretty well for him. So they're going to pick up a Disruptor here. Ban out a Disruptor here. Again, pretty strong. Disruptor can be terrifying for TP rotation when you're pushing towers if they decide to glimpse back. If you use glimpse on someone when they just TP in, then they are back in fountain. So, less than ideal. Ban out the Weaver here. That's, yeah. I think Weaver might be a little greedy for them, but they've only got 2 heroes out, so it's always a possibility.
10 seconds
I think what they could be doing with their bans. Excuse me, sorry, it's very late here.
Seconds.
I am in Europe, so yep. what they could be doing is just banning out as many
Reserve
off
time.
lanes as they can, because Infernal have a lot of ways to go, and there's not many really good off lanes in the current meta, so it might be worth doing. Banning out the Lich
Radiant
actually as
ban.
well. Lich seems to have fallen off a little bit in popularity since it's reworked to Sacrifice, but he still seems fairly popular, so fair game. Of course, the buff to his ultimate as well. He just generally got a decent
10
overhaul, and he's
seconds
now
to go.
very, very good.
Reserve time.
Okay. And the reserve time here for that final ban. It looks like Splendid really don't want to, can't really afford to make a mistake here. And then, because that would leave them as a 2-0 loss. At least come out with a 1-1. Be a bit respectable. Most of the league standings so far, it's been quite a lot of 2-0s recently. So, and they're going to ban out this Slardar.
Radiant's pick.
I can see it, I guess. The next assassin, I suppose, that's going to show him up. But next assassin wasn't very impactful last game, so we'll have to just see how that works out, really. Pick here for Splendid. I think they should probably pick up their mid against the Shadow Fiend. They know exactly that it's going to be Shadow Fiend. Well, it could be a safe lane Shadow Fiend, but I doubt it severely. Yeah, they should pick out their
5 seconds.
the mid hero just now, get it locked down, unless they've got any other picks. Picks they want. And they're actually going to go for Venge. Venge could be quite useful. You can get out of Ancient Apparition ults. You can also save your team from Shadow Fiend as well, which is pretty nice. If you do a bit of clutch plays with the swap, you can get the Shadow Fiend out while he's casting his ult, provided he doesn't go Shadow Blade, of course, because if he goes Shadow Blade, then there's no stopping him, basically. Well, without detection. Dazzle pick up here from Infernal. Dazzle fairly good at the moment as well. There's going to be quite a lot of minus armor coming out from them as well. The Dazzle Shadow Fiend weave is terrifying. How much does it even reduce?
To go.
It is, we'll say 24 seconds, 24 armor. So it's pretty nasty at level 2. So I doubt you'll see him at level 16.
Reserve
To
time.
be quite honest, you don't often see that. But yes, and I can't be bothered doing the math for the max level there, or for the Aghanims, because I'm lazy. That's how it works. Reserve time here for Splendid. They seem to be a little more hesitant with their picks and bans than Infernal are. So I can't blame them, to be honest. They got really outdrafted in the last game, and they got outplayed completely, actually. The whole idea they had was a little bit backwards, I think. Still waiting on this last pick here. What would I recommend? I'd say the mids, or they could leave that to last, because just in case they do get something that they've got banned out here. But if they don't, then it's going to make it quite obvious what the strat is. Now actually go for the Storm Spirit mid. Storm Spirit against Shadow Fiend. I would say it's probably in Storm Spirit's favour. He's fairly good at denying, and he's fairly good at harassing. Shadow Fiend is really squishy in the early game. So yeah, I can see that working out pretty well. Ancient Apparition is pretty squishy as well. Dazzle less so. So his ganking potential should be pretty good here as well. Vengeful Spirit and the next Assassin, if they do decide to put him in the tri-lane, then it should be fairly easy for them to pick up a kill. They're going to go for a Sniper here, as I was just saying, but I don't think it's going to be a Sniper mid. Well, it could be. Could see a Sniper mid here and a Shadow Fiend safe lane, but I'm not really sure. We'll just have to wait and see.
10 seconds to go.
Final band here from Splendid. It's
seconds.
a reasonably gritty draft here from Infernal. An Ancient Apparition, ideally you want an item scepter on, but it's difficult to get that. Dazzle, you know, he's a pretty selfless support, so you don't really need that much on him, apart from maybe mech or something like that, or Urn. Something of that ilk. Sniper, of course, needs a lot of farm. You can probably get off some really nice combos with the Shadow Blade. Shadow Fiend runs in, drops the ult at the same time as the Ancient Apparition ult hits, and then Sniper picks anyone off with the Assassinate. That might be quite nice. They're actually going to ban it the Bristleback here. Yeah. I could see how that would work, but there's Timbersaw is still in the pool. They can't pick that if they want to go for that for off lane. Sniper could off lane, I guess. I don't think I would recommend it, especially against a tri lane, because if he gets caught, he's dead instantly. I think he's got 490 odd base HP and not much armor to start off with. I'm not sure the exact stats for him. Unfortunately, I do not have that to hand, or I'm too lazy to check. Yes, final ban there is a Life Stealer. I think a Life Stealer would be a bit too greedy. Clockwork, I like that. Clockwork Initiation is going to be pretty nice. You can... I don't know how that will work with Vengeful Spirit, to be honest. Of course, Venge could stand beside the Clockwork early game, or if Hook's on, and it's... Oh my god, I was too busy talking about that, and I missed out on the most important thing here. Meeple. They are feeling very confident, I think.
This should be interesting.
Meeple going the only worthwhile hat, Rift Shadow Roamers. Okay, I'll do introductions again in case you missed out on Game 1. On the Slark is Looney, one of my friends, and we have on the Nick Assassin it's Dream, and we've got Elusively Volatile on the Storm Spirit, and he's going to go Fast Bottle. He's going to pull some tangles here as well. Vengeful Spirit is going to be played by MMR, so overrated. And on the Clockwork we have Stand-in a link to the past. I didn't realise he was actually standing. And of course on the Meeple we have Crane. And yeah, I'm interested to see how this works out actually. I have not cast a game with Meeple in it before, so this is a first for me. And we have a Sniper in strange position. He's tunneling into the side here, and he's taking take aim, so maybe it could be interesting. So on the Sniper it is going to be Kenzie, Kodos on the mid Shadow Fiend, on the Ancient Apparition we have Spooky, and we have on the Dazzle it's Niz. I think this could be some...
Battle begins.
No, never mind. Yes, actually this could be some next level plays. Sniper sits inside with Take Aim, tunnel into trees. He's got vision of the entry spot as well, so he'll be able to get out fairly easily. He should be able to get experience here. He should be fine getting experience, and with if he levels Take Aim, then he can take the occasional last hit. And it's difficult. You can't really see Sniper's attack animation very easily, so this might work out for them pretty well. Not blocking is actually going to be in their advantage just now. Is a Sniper in experience range? It's kind of hard to tell. I'm not sure exactly where the experience range starts and ends. I'm just going to double check I've not screwed up anything here. Yes, I am still recording. That is fine. Good. Okay, yeah, so the Sniper is getting experience. That is great for him. And it is very safe experience as well. This tri lane is, it's not doing a great deal. When lane pushes up, he can tunnel his way into here. He's playing a very, very sneaky little tactic, and it's very, very interesting actually. So Avenge is going to go into the side shop here and see if he can pick up a TP by the looks of things. Clockwork on the top lane here, but the stand-in on the off lane. It's mildly surprising. To be honest, Clockwork taking a poison touch there. It's not going to be too much damage here. He does have... Oh, he's only got Rocket Flare actually. He's not got the Battery Assault for the defense here. Meeple is squishy. He's going to drop out the proof here and try and clear this wave a little bit. He's going to take quite a lot of damage from this tower actually. Before we do him dropping the aggro. Oh, that was very, very low. Unfortunate. One rocket. Oh, he's got Rocket Flare. Has he used it? No. The salve is going to save him now. I think Meeple came to lane with 6 tangos, so he's already dropped 3. So looks like Clockwork's doing fairly well for himself. Sorry, I'm just kind of blown away by this Sniper down in the bottom lane here. That's kind of mad. On the mid here it is the Storm Spirit versus the Shadow Fiend, and it looks like the Shadow Fiend is actually doing fine, to be honest, and that is not a good thing for Storm. You do not want him getting souls. You want to deny and last hit everything while you still have an advantage, but you do not have an advantage anymore, and the raises are going to hurt Storm Spirit.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
And of course they're going to take advantage from the Sniper being effectively out of the lane, and they're just going to try and take a tower.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Easily. Clockwork, fairly defensive off lane, so he should have no problem at all preventing them from taking this tower. He does have the cogs, so that'll prevent him from getting in and out, and it's fairly legit. Sniper, of course, no last hits. You do need a lot of farm on Sniper. Levels are pretty good as well, but he's only sitting level 1, so he's not getting all the experience. I mean, Slark, with in a tri-lane, he's sitting on level 3, so this is not working at all. I think this is a little bit overconfident. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not really working out too well. Shadow Fiend expecting the rotation here, the smoke gank coming in here with the Nyx Assassin and Vend with MMR is so overrated. See if they can try and pick off the Shadow Fiend. He's still sitting on the high ground, he's fairly defensive, but they should be able to loop around here, no problem at all. The regeneration rune, if they take that, it's going to be fairly obvious. Graphical bugs, yay, I love graphical bugs. And they're going to get caught out here, the Vortex comes out on the Shadow Fiend, and here comes the first stun, there comes the Impale, now it's going to be a dead Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend goes down. Nicely played there from Splendid. Seems that they're coming back into their game. Nice to see. Or, at the very least, at the start here. And it looks like, farm-wise, it's not the same story as it was last game. I mean, Infernal are still ahead in terms of farm, I would say, but not anywhere near as far as they were last game. I think the last game they were really tripped up by that aggressive tri-lane when they had a Jug in it. I don't like Jug in an aggressive tri-lane. He is not good. You need more stuns or more damage, and Jug cannot throw out that much damage early game. Another rotation. I apologize for the graphical bugs I'm having there, and it seems Dazzle is smoked up here. There is an Invis rune here as well, so the Shadow Fiend is going to grab that. I think Storm Spirit can smell this one coming, to be honest. I did see that you got an Invis rune as well, or I think it did. Should do. No, he did not actually. Did he? Where's the ward? Yeah, they would have seen that. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, they would have seen that he did get the ward, so the rune. Sorry. So that shouldn't be a problem, really. He's just going to play quite safe here. And they're going to flow up here. They're going to spot them out here with this rune ward, of course. That does catch. No, it doesn't even catch the rune. Just as Jedi senses. Penguin. Boop boop from the Meepo. He is sitting on level 4. Let me see what the levels are like at the moment. Experience per minute. He is actually not in the lead. Not a good thing for a Meepo. At all. He is splitting them up, and he is going to be jungling with them as well, and pulling. It just depends how good your micro skills are to how much experience per minute you get, really, on a Meeple. It's quite scary. You just gotta watch that you're not taking more experience off of your already normally under-leveled supports by having many Meeples in a lane for prolonged periods. Over in his mid, the Shadow Fiend is sitting on 23 souls, but the Storm Spirit's got his bottle already. Shadow Fiend's gone for a bottle as well. That's fine, I guess. Still sitting on much stats. I have a feeling it's going to be a Shadow Blade on this Shadow Fiend. I think that's probably how they're thinking of working the combo. I am getting a second wind! And again, this Sniper, he's got some, wow, 6 last hits. Huge surprise. And he's level 4, and the Slark is level 5. So actually, seems to be doing okay-ish, but he's got no farm.
Dire's middle tower is under siege.
Fairly next level, fairly experimental. I don't really like it. Maybe it's just a common build, I don't know. And he's actually going to go out, maybe feels a little bit safe enough to just go straight up farm just now. Which should be okay. I like that gun. What one is that? Dragon's Breath. Sniper gun. I like it. I like it a lot. There is going to be a rotation here with the smoke with the Storm Spirit and the Nyx Assassin coming in here, but there is 4 heroes in fairly close, well, 3 heroes rather. And Storm Spirit is going to get initiated and here with the poison touch. He's not moving, so it's not going to do too much damage here. He does have his health here. Shallow Grave coming out here on the Dazzle. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. It's going to run out very shortly, and now he does go down to the Clockwork. Clockwork actually catching him out there with the Rocket Flare. Not the worst hero, not the best hero to get it on. Storm Spirit, not really much farm at the moment. He's sitting on 15 last hits, which is not good. They're falling behind again in terms of farm. The Slark is doing pretty well. He's sitting on 30 and 3. He's had a fairly easy time, obviously, because it's an off-lane jungle tunneling sniper. But yeah. Storm Spirit TP'd straight to lane rather than going back to base first. He needs to fill his bottle. There's going to be a rune up in about 20 seconds. Maybe we could be bottle crowing at the moment as well. But it looks like the crow is otherwise engaged. There's another bottle coming out for the clockwork.
Rock it on!
Seems a bit much. Bit of rotation here coming from the Nyx and the Avenge. Trying to get a pick off, but of course Shadow Fiend don't care. He just goes into the jungle, plays with some stack camps, and he's going to get another stack there. It's a triple... No, didn't get a stack. Not blocked. I don't know. He did not get a stack. Unfortunate for him. Throwing out the razors, clear those camps pretty quickly. That's pretty mana efficient if you're going to get at least 2 out of it.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Sniper, doing alright now. It's not coming in many last hits, but he can recoup that fairly easily with of course, take aim in a fairly safe position. It looks like Venge has been caught out a little bit here. The Shadow Fiend is coming in here. He's got Haste Rune, and that is going to be a very dead Vengeful Spirit. Shadow Fiend does take that kill. Not who you want to see getting farmed, to be honest, and he's got power treads out of that as well. And 850 gold just sitting in the bank. Meepo is sitting on level 6. It is, I can't even remember which levels you get Meepos on now. I think it's 11 or 12 for the second one, or 8, I can't really remember. They keep changing it, and I can't keep track.
Boom! There it goes!
When Meepo in the offlane, picking up the experience there. Experience is really what you need on Meepo, to be honest. And he's not really, let me see, hero levels. He is actually behind the Slark and the Storm Spirit, and yeah, well, Slark and the Shadow Demon, things like that. So he's not doing too great, really. A lot of good net worths at the moment as well. There is a lot of Infernal kicking about in the jungle around here, which is not great because that's where my graphical bugs are. Go away. Rotation. Sniper coming down bottom here to try and contest this Slark. This Slark could get very easily out of control. He's already got 1 kill, and that could definitely go for more here. He's actually gone for 2 levels in Dark Pact early rather than going for the levels in Essence Shift. I just feel that the Essence Shift is not going to be quite as useful. He's been fairly uncontested, I would say, so Essence Shift, if you're not hitting anyone, it's not going to be of any use here. And Nyx Assassin actually going down there to the Ancient Apparition. It looked like the ult. No? Nyx Assassin killing the Ancient Apparition. What am I talking about here? Ancient Apparition is still at level 6, so he is less than useful at the moment. Pre-level 6 is not great. He's basically just, you want to right-click more? Cool. Sort of hero. Meepo sitting mid as well as in base as well is primary Meepo mid, of course, because it is slightly tankier, 986 health compared to actually not too bad. Down the bottom here, it looks like there's going to be a little bit of an engagement here on the Slark, but it's not going to be quite enough here. The Vengeful Spirit is sitting off to the side, so that should be no problem at all for them. Start coming in here with a nice leap on the Shadow Fiend. It looks like Shadow Fiend is going to go down here. All they need is 1. Oh, maybe they might get this. And leap comes in, is not going to be quite. There we go. Managed to actually pick off the kill there. Thought that was going to be a bit edgy there. The sniper not feeling up for committing, going in there. And I think the sniper's been less than useless this game, to be honest. He's just all he's done is died once and taken 50 blast hits. If he'd gone mid, might have been useful, but he did not. They've decided to leave Meepo. I guess it's a very strange. I think they were maybe a little bit too overconfident going for the Meepo and the weird sniper combo.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Meepo's a good hero, but he's very, very, very risky. Very high risk reward. Especially when you got quite a lot new. I mean, Nyx can probably kill one of those Meepos very, very easily. And a tower does go down there to Splendid. They just really need to keep up their tempo now. If they keep up their tempo, then they can win this quite easily. The Shadow Fiend's getting reasonably scary with all his last hits and such, but he looks like he's going to go for BKB straight off the bat here, which is, of course, always a good plan on Shadow Fiend. Excuse me. Okay. Net worth on the Slark is actually pretty high here. It looks like Ancient Apparition is going to come in with the ult here on the Storm Spirit. Is going to catch him out. And I don't think there's going to be any follow-up, unfortunately. He's not going to drop below the kill threshold for that one as well. What is the kill threshold for this one? It is 10%. So he needs below 75 health. So it's, yeah, not great. Shadow Finn getting spotted out there by the rocket flare. Looks like Clockwork has got himself a haste rune, and he's got himself his hook shot off cooldown as well. So it's going to be pretty nice. Slark coming in here with a very aggressive play on the Shadow Fiend. Having to run away from that Shadow Fiend ult, unfortunately. He is going to be spotted out here. No.
Radiant's top tower is being
I was about to say
attacked.
swap, but of course the Avenge is on his own team, so. Picks himself up with Blade of Alacrity. That's probably going to be an S and Y. Oh, there we go. There comes the ult out, and the Slark here, if he drops down a little bit lower, he may go down. He's going to TP back to base, but of course that does prevent healing.
Dyer's middle tower is being attacked.
Not quite enough there. That's unfortunate. If the ancient apparition was leveled equally with everyone else,
tower is
actually,
under attack.
Still wouldn't be enough.
Radiant has fortified its structures.
Still not up to level 2 ults on anyone, as far as I know.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Oh, there we go. Hero level, and the Slark is still out leveling the Meeple. That is never a good sign. If Meeple's getting out leveled by anything, it's usually pretty scary. The Shadow Fiend picking off the Clockwork there, nice rotation there from the Meeple, poofing in and catching him out. Not bad at all. Clockwork, a little bit much to cog anyone, especially if it was the Meeple and the Shadow Fiend. Youchie, ouchie. Because, of course, Shadow Fiend does a lot of damage in close proximity. Stun coming out there from the next assassin, not using the Vendetta proc first off, which I'd say is worth it, probably.
Dyer's top tower
Of course,
is under
Meeple's got
siege.
three Meeples now, and he is for the Aghanims as he should. I would say Meeple's probably the only hero in the game that
Dyer's top tower
Aghanims
is being
is
attacked.
truly core, I would say. Looks like the ultimate's going to
Dyer's top
fly out
tower
here
has
for the
been
top,
destroyed.
but are going to back off a little bit too soon. Ancient Apparition a little bit slow off the bat, or his ultimate didn't come off cooldown in time. I doubt that, because it is a very low cooldown spell. Meeple jungling away quite the thing here. He's level 10 now, so he's starting to push away a little bit now. He's got a little bit more experience gain that he can get. He's got a big concerted push coming out here. The Clockwork with that haste rune, he's going to come in here and try and get a hook shot here. Is he going to get it? No, he actually cogs himself in. That is unfortunate, and cogs in the rest of his team. That was a bit of a misplay from their stand-in, unfortunately. Not ideal. He does still have the hook shot. The Earthbind from the Meeple, unfortunately not going to quite get that. Crane not catching that out there. Nixing quite aggressive up here. He does have Vendetta for an escape. He can probably take that. No, he can't. The Meeple is pretty tanky now. The Aghanims does make him fairly tanky. Shadow Fiend has a double damage here, but they're not going to really make much use of it. They're maybe just going to try and bait this one out. They're actually going to go for this. Ancient Apparition is going to catch two here, and it looks like Slark is maybe in a little bit of trouble here, but he is very, very fast. Stun coming out there from the Vengeful Spirits, so Weave as well. If the Shadow Fiend catches her, she's dead. Slark sitting on the high ground here, regenning up very, very quickly, as a Slark tends to do. Up on top, another Meeple is pushing out as well for that farm. Rocket coming out here, that is going to let the Meeple know that there is going to be someone here, but unfortunately it doesn't actually do anything here, and he does not have any. Oh, that's not the hero you want to cog in there, unfortunately, especially if you're not waiting for the mix, and especially if you don't have enough mana for battery assault. The stand-in seems to just not be fitting in too well for them, unfortunately. In this game, anyway. Can't remember the last game. Nice pick up there from Nyx. Nice long-range stun there. Of course, Nyx's assassin stun is no longer targeted, is point cast, so things like that are a little bit more difficult because you have to guess remember or work out how long things are. But against me here, the Storm Spirit is going to go on here, but the Ancient Apparition is there as well. The ultimate coming out from the Shadow Fiend is going to do quite a lot of damage. It's not going to pick off anyone at the moment, but it is going to back them off quite significantly. And the Storm Spirit doesn't actually go down. The Dazzle, that's unfortunate. Obviously did not have enough mana to do anything there. Did buy out by looks things there before he died, so he's got himself his Oblivion, at least one Oblivion staff, so that is going to go into his Orchid, of course. Orchid Storm, Opa. Unless you're at a pub, in which case, build Dagons, because it's a pub, whatever, who cares. Sniper, 47 last hits. We shall have a look at his net worth, and it is actually okay. Amongst this Tactic earlier said it was terrible, but he's actually doing okay. Although he has been free farming, really, for the past good long while. No assists, lots of denies, lots of last hits. It's meh. I don't know actually. He's doing better than I thought he would, but it's still not great. Looks like the next assassin, I would say he's probably going to go a Dagon with that null talisman, but I have been wrong in the past. He's also got a bracer. It seems he's going for all those items. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's going to actually go for a drum. Obviously, the best drum carrier, of course, would be the Vengeful Spirit, but nice short-range swap there on the Dazzle, and that is going to catch him out there. Vortex coming out there. It's going to pick him up. Oh, not quite! Grave Shield coming out there. That's double ult there coming out there from the Ancient Apparition. Nice pick off there from the Sniper as well. Looks like Slark is going to try and go on this one as well. They do have quite a lot of area stun, and he is going to go down. Wow. Looks like that was a really, really bad move. Nice rotation there from the Sniper, just appearing out of nowhere. They probably forgot about the Sniper, to be honest. Shrapnel coming out in his mid tower as well as the Chilling Touch, so they're going to do quite a lot of damage. They should not be attacking while they've got Chilling. Oh, actually, doesn't count.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh no, that's just Meeple. Being Meeple. Doesn't count in tower. Did not know that.
Radiant's middle tower has been destroyed.
They'll TP in from Dazzle. And down on the mid here, we're setting a lot more TP rotations. AD2L are coming back in this, they really are. We'll have a look at the goal charts really quick here, and wow! It was fairly even. I thought SP...
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
It would be a lot in advance here, but then look at that last team fight.
Top tower is being
huge
attacked.
Dip. It's about a 4k dip in favour of AD2L, and they do better. They do more farm. Sniper obviously doesn't do that much, really. He's still so far behind. He's actually not even far behind. What am I talking about? I am just lying to you now.
Dire's middle
he's actually doing pretty well. And I'm glad I didn't say I would eat my own hat, or I'd have a mouthful right now. The Sniper is actually doing okay. He's picking up a Maelstrom just now as well. He's just sitting on brown boots, but he's going to be sitting in the back of the fight anyway. So it's not going to be too bad, really. Yes, money, grey face indeed. There's Aghanims here on the Meeple as well. AD2L, they've gone for a really strange and greedy draft, and it didn't pay out for them early, but it really is starting to pay off now.
Radiant's bottom tower
obviously Slark does well farm, but he's doing pretty good.
They're not actually damaging it.
Next does well farm, but he has
they are.
very little. Storm does well farm,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is under siege.
Great. It's I don't know. It's difficult to say. If this game goes very late, it's difficult to say exactly who will win. Shadowfiend can get pretty disgustingly tanky as well. He's going for a Dominator as well. Next nice pick off there and as well. I was too busy talking about items to actually say, yay, he died. Blatantly planned. Ooh, Nixie. Nixie. Anyway, that's enough of that. Didn't even mean to click that, but it looked cool. Mana burn is pretty legit, but of course doesn't actually have that much intelligence to burn. Next, one thing to bear in mind, of course, is he's really good against intelligence carries like Skywrath and things like that, and Pugna, but not very good against strength. So it's they've got a great deal of intelligence on their team, but a dumb team. Meep is still farming up here. Where's the real one? What's he got? Okay, he's got himself a Blink Dagger as well, so he's going to have great initiation as well. He can blink himself up. No, I can't actually. I was thinking that he was in the same team as Clockwork there, and I was thinking of all these magical combos they could do, but they can't. So they won't. Well, pause coming in here from the Nyx. Might be a little bit of a problem here, I'm unsure. Yep, Venge is disconnected. I have no idea what he's talking about there. That's our fast timing. Looks like Bench is actually reconnected now as well, so we should be starting again very shortly. Getting back into it. But yes, I think. Yeah. Oh no. Slark has repaused it. I'm getting BR. Bathroom. Ah, right, okay. This, waiting just a few seconds. Oh, no, he's back. Mexican food. Sometimes bad for the digestion. Okay, Sharafin in the jungle here. He's got himself a BKB and the more masks should start building damage now, really, after. Well, I suppose he's going to get a Helmet of the Dominator first and then start building his damage. The Dazzle has got a medallion that has so much minus armor once you throw that weave on. And of course, you weave yourself is going to negate the amount of armor that you're losing from the medallion as well. Something to bear in mind. Now, I've thrown in quite a lot of defensive sentries here as well, obviously because of that mix. You catch that mix rotating around. And a haste rune down here on bottom. I think probably the Nyx should grab this one if no one else is going to go for it. He is. He's going to drop Vendetta and use that and see if he can go on Meepo here. Quite a lot of Meepos here. Can he catch out this last one here?
Being attacked.
He's going to go for it. He's going to mana. Stun. Mana burn. Not quite enough damage, unfortunately. Meepo is tanky. Whoa, epic breaks here from it. Next assassin drops out the carapace, but it's not going to be quite enough. Wow, that Meepo is
Radiant's
tanky.
bottom tower has been destroyed.
Or rather, level 1 Vendetta, not very good. It's going to be difficult to gank a Meepo when he's, of course, got an Aghanim Scepter. There's quite a lot of raw HP that you're dealing with as well. It seems like AD2L they're sharing this jungle farm quite a lot, to be honest. Maybe shouldn't be doing that, but it's their choice. Looks like Sniper is going to be farming these Ancients a little bit. He's got his Maelstrom, he's got his Yasha as well. Looks like he's really accelerating this farm, so it's doing pretty well. 7k, he's catching up with the Slark now as well. The Slark has got his S and Y, he's moving very, very fast as well. Once he gets out of here, we'll see how fast he moves exactly. It is 522, yeah. Perma-haste. Well, perma-haste when he's not seen, I guess. Is the way to think about it. Next coming up here with Vendetta. See if you can pick off someone. You might be able to pick off a Dazzle. Yeah, you probably should, but not a Meepo. Definitely not a Meepo. And they did actually spot him out there with that rune ward, I think. Unsure. It looks like the Sharafin is going to go for Roshan here. Should be able to get this fairly quickly. Dazzle can come in here with the Medallion. Medallion is very effective for that, but Clockwork spotting them out there with that rocket. We're getting bottled up here by the Storm Spirit. Always a very, very nice rune for a Storm Spirit to pick up. Nicey nice. Ooh, lots of meeples kick it about. Of course, that is the Blinky Meeple, the one that is going to be doing the initiating. Can I ever tell which Meeple to kill? It's always difficult. There we go, and here comes the initiation. Slide Pounce coming into the other Meeple. All the other Meeples comes in. Oh, that's unfortunate. Stormford getting caught horribly there. Slark taking quite a lot of damage here. It looks like he's actually going to catch out the Meeple as well. But they did trade Stormford, so not all that ideal. And Slark can have as much regen as he wants. He's not going to be getting any of it while the Ancient Apparition ult is on, but he doesn't. 75 per second. Nasty, nasty. And he has picked up his Talisman Evasion. He'll probably go to Butterfly here, but it is possible he's going to go for a Halberd, but I doubt it. They do need a bit more damage than utility at this stage. A Halberd can pick up on one of the other heroes. Excuse me, it is 2:30 in the morning here, so apologies. I hope I'm not dropping too many frames for you guys here. Sorry if I am. Nice initiation here from Storm Spirit. We can catch out this Dazzle by the looks of things, dropping remnants and dropping everything all over the place. And it looks like Dazzle's actually going to take him out here. The Medallion getting dropped on him as well. He's dropping a lot of armor. And wow! Dazzle managing to take out the Storm Spirit. That is surprising. He had the bow's ult, but his ult's in a 40-second cooldown. Who cares? And Slark is going to come in here and get a bit of revenge, though I think. I don't think there's much chance of the Dazzle getting out here, but he is very, very... Well, he was. Grave Chill. Oh, nice one. The Shallow Grave managing to save him long enough. Of course, Slark not got a basher, so he's not going to be able to stop that. Meeple on the hunt here. That is primary Meeple, I believe. Yes, it is. It is primary Meeple. So we can get some initiation from him. Other Meeples are just cannonballs, really. Down the bottom here. It looks like Shadow Fiend is going to go on this next assassin. He did drop the carapace, but did not do much there. Lost. All coming out there from the ancient apparition. Not a huge one. So they didn't actually catch out the clockwork there, which is unfortunate. Then from further downtown, it might have caught him out. Rock coming out there, and I think that spotted out the Shadow Fiend. Do have hookshot, I believe. Yes, they do have hookshot, but they do not have vision. Purple thing in there, that is the Storm Spirit. And hook. Not the best target to hook, especially when he's got his ultimate. There we go, BKB and ultimate. There we go, and he picks him off. Start coming in here, dropping the ult, and going ham on the sniper. The sniper is pretty squishy, so he's going to be quite careful. Oh, there we go, he does drop a gem actually as well. And he's going to have to be very careful. Storm coming in here, try and pick out the Shadow Fiend, and it is going to go down as well. He did actually take something with him. Not quite actually. Oh, Start coming in here, and the Dazzle coming in here. Try to say, Storm, you got me last time. I got you last time. I think this time. Oh, never mind. That is carry Dazzle, legit Dazzle. But unfortunately, Storm Spirit taking that hit from the sniper. Travel time just not quite slow enough, or quite fast enough, unfortunately. Roshan is up, and it is doable, I would say. When Shadowfiend gets down here, it is possible to do it. Well, if Shadowfiend decides to go for it, rather, it is doable. They are going to try and scout this one out here. The Meeples are going ham on this. And once you get Meeples with Aegis, dangerous. Valuable Ironwood branch there, of course. And yeah, I think AD2L is really good in their favour. We'll have a look at the gold chart. 1200 in their favour, and they do carry better. So, not ideal what do you do in this situation.
Radiant has fortified its structures.
Ancient Apparition still not got very much. You wouldn't really expect it at this stage. You might have picked off a few kills with the ult, but unfortunately not. It's just all assists. And from downtown, so sometimes you get gold for them. Ice Blast, he's still only level 10. When that gets upgraded, it's going to do a little bit more, but still doesn't scale that well. That's one of the reasons I like Ancient Apparition mid. If you're good at hitting the Ice Blast, then it can be devastating for the enemy team. If you can level that up quick enough and get your Aghanims very quickly, you can sometimes just outright kill supports if they drop even slightly low. People manning up here, seeing if you can see anything worth going on here. See, Sniper has got the Geometry Sight as well now, so dewarding should not be a problem in the slightest. Up on the top here, Dazzle is floating about. He's going to run down. Rockflare is going to spot him out here as well. Meeple making the most of his time. He is jungling in 2 camps at the same time, which is exactly what he should be doing as a Meeple, and he's level 20 as well at 29-minute mark. Shadowfiend going ham on this tower as well. Looks like they are actually going to push this one. No, not quite. Sniper, of course, with the max take aim. He can hit the tower from outside tower range, so east. But it is not quite in deny range, so you have to be a little bit careful of that one. Still not catching anyone
Radiant's
on note there. Meeple does have the blink available, but the Earthbind's a little bit dangerous. It's not quite instant. Oh, there we go, Earthbind coming in there. But there's going to be no real follow-up there. There we go, there's the follow-up. They do manage to pick off Ben. Here comes the Vortex from the Storm Spirit, and the ultimate coming out from the Ancient Apparition. The next assassin is going to go down as well. It looks like the Clockwork is going to go down as well. Oh, there we go. And I received a prize. Caster receives a prize. RNGesus is on my side. Tower is going to go down here. That was a disastrous fight for AD2L. The Slug's going to buy back here, but it's not going to be quite enough.
Bottom tower has fallen.
So yeah, it looks like they are actually going to take this Rax, and I don't think there's going to be much they can do. The Storm Spirit does not have that. No, it does not. Nexus does not have buyback, and the Clockwork does not have. Oh, he does have buyback. Actually, he's just not going to buy back because it's golden. He worked hard for it. Ooh, Earthbind not quite catching it there. Oh! Slug leaping into back into the fountain there. Not really quite enough there. Oh, just escaping there. The Ancient Apparition ult is dropping him pretty low there. Not quite, didn't quite shatter. Hookshot coming out there and hitting his own teammate. That is unfortunate. Maybe could have got themselves an ancient apparition or something out of that. Best they have taken racks is 22 to 14, and the gold graph is it's hardly worth mentioning. It's a lot. It's a lot. And the experience graph, 30,000 in their favour. Of course, Meepo is going to inflate that a heck of a lot. I mean, if you take the Clockwork, for example, he was off lane, so he should have more experience, level 11, versus Meepo, level 23, who did actually just explode. Did actually catch him out there. He can blink out. Nope, he's not going to. He's just going to man up and take this wave. Big up there from the Ancient Apparition. I don't know what they're saying WTF for. He had an Aegis. That's what happens. That's what happens in the Meepo. 5 Aegis in one. Dazzle coming in here with an Invis rune as well. Wait a minute. Ah, that was really weird. Actually, when they killed... Yeah, that bug is still in the game. I thought they fixed that. When the Meepo died, he lost his dominating streak, and next assassin got the gold. That is ridiculous that that's still in the game. Meepo has been very broken for a while. There was a bug. If you disconnect this Meepo, you get you can't control the rest of your Meepos anymore, which is really, really unfortunate because basically you just turn it a really, really garbage hero. All coming out here from the Ancient Apparition, and the Dazzle is dropping pretty low here with Grave Shield. Meepo coming in with those poofs. And yeah, there we go. Ultimate coming out there and picking up the Clockwork. Nicely done there from the Sniper. Assassinate, doing exactly what it says in the tin. And that is an Ethereal Blade on the Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Interesting Ethereal Blade. Yeah. Sorry, I'm very tired and getting a little trippy here. So the Shadow Fiend is going to be knocking this tower. I shot Ethereal Blades with Requiem. Maybe? I don't know. It's a strange one. Or Ethereal Blade with Ice Blast. But hardly worth picking up an item as expensive as that for that reason. Zapping out there with the Storm Spirits. He has only got his Orchids. You can really just see... I think
top tower is under attack.
Infernal, just the real strength lies in finding the time and space to farm. It was the same in the last game as well.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
It wasn't quite as stumpy this game.
Tower is under siege.
Did manage to get have a much better early game than it did in the previous game, but it's just they couldn't keep their farm up. Their support is really supports are under leveled and they're not got much farm. It's level 11 compared to Ancient Apparition 10, 11. Level 15 in the Dazzle. Ancient Apparition, you expect him to be sitting backline, to be honest. He's a backline caster. That's what he does. Much like myself. Anyway. He's in mid tier. I'm sorry if I'm just kind of having verbal diarrhea here. This is kind of what I do when I'm solo casting. I just fill dead air. Anyway, so the Shadow Fiend is going to pick up a haste rune here, and looks like they can probably just push top. To be honest, I don't think there's much that Splendid can do to stop them at this stage. Shadow Fiend just, I don't know. I don't ever use Ethereal Blade because that's something that I can screw up. But I don't know. Maybe Ball Action. I severely doubt it, but and he's picked himself up Basher as well. This is a pretty unorthodox Shadow Fiend build. Very unorthodox. But hey, they're confident enough they can do these crazy ass things, then whatever. Bit of an insult on Splendid, but I don't know. Maybe they just want to try something new. Felt confident enough. You can feel confident, that's fine. And it is amateur, I guess, so you don't really have to worry about the same sort of play levels as you would. And that Sniper is, he's got himself an armlet as well. Again, unorthodox, but whatever. If it works. He's gone for a blink as well, he's gone for that RTZ. Sitting in trees and smacking fools from a distance.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And there we go, and they should just be able to just march straight down here, take this tower, and that should be the GG call, to be honest. If any of them go down here. We'll have a look at the buyback status as well here at the moment. Buyback status. Right, Dazzle and AA of buyback. So, AA buyback might be useful, I guess. But Dazzle, he is not a good start.
Where's the party?
Meep's coming in here with the poofs, not managing to catch out anything there. He does have a couple of Earthbinds, I think, as well here. So, check the Earthbind, and then the poofity poof poof, and that is going to be a dead loony. Slide goes down, and that is going to be a GG. Unfortunately, that is going to be a very, very much a GG. Nyx Assassin taking quite a lot of damage there. And there we go. GG called, and that is a very decisive win there again. Well, not really that decisive. The early game had a chance, but they just couldn't really farm to the levels that they should have. Anyway, yes, thanks very much for joining me. If you hopefully be doing these in the future as well, if you like my stuff, then feel free to follow me on Twitch. It is at Zizendota. That's Zizin Gaming, and that's how you spell it. Z-E-A-Z-I-N, and you can follow me on Twitter, Zizin Gaming, and you can have a look at my YouTube if you wish. Thanks so much for joining me, and bye-bye.